Hello. Welcome to the talk. No, wrong place. I'm not there today. Hello. Welcome to the Scream Queen sessions. I'm your guest host, DGUK or Data, and I'm joining the Queens, Lunar and Sailor, to talk about some of the fun multiplayer horror games I dived into with them this month. Oh.
Yeah. Big form?
Ooh.
Yeah, when they're still in big form, yeah. That's a mix.
Now, normally, I'm more at home building transport networks, managing simulations, and pretending I have control over complicated systems. So naturally, Lunar and Sailor decided the next logical step was to throw me into an abandoned toy factory full of murderous AI toys and suspicious bunnies. Seems totally reasonable. Oh! So, let's not waste too much time. Let's jump straight into Dollhouse of the Dead. Dollhouse of the Dead is a co-op horror game where players enter an abandoned toy factory, collect items, survive hostile toys, and try to meet quota before everything goes horribly wrong. And when I say meet quota, yes, this is one of those games where the real villain might just be capitalism. The setup centers around Dollhouse Corp, a company that created AI-powered toys. Unfortunately, because this is horror and not a sensible business proposal, the toys did not stay cute, helpful, or safe. They went out of control. The factory became dangerous, and now the company needs someone to go in and collect the valuables. That someone is, of course, us. Players are sent in as a ragtag group to collect leftover valuables, which already tells you everything you need to know about how much this company values human life.
Excuse me, what is happening? Help.
Never mind. You are not some heroic rescue team. You are not a highly trained paranormal response unit. You are basically being told there is still money in that building. Go and get it. The game gives you a few basic rules before sending you in. Be careful, work as a team, and complete the quota. You have 3 days. Which sounds lovely until you remember you were being chased around by angry toys in a factory that deserved to be shut down permanently. The core gameplay loop is simple. You enter the factory, search for valuable items, bring them back, and then give them to a giant bunny. You again have 3 days and anything extra you can use to upgrade and unlock characters and items. The tension comes from deciding how greedy you want to be. Do you leave with what you have? Do you go back for one more item? Do you split up and cover more ground? Do you trust your teammates? And if those teammates are Lunar and Sailor, the last question becomes very important.
Who bonked me?
I'm so sorry.
The factory itself is a big part of the appeal. Abandoned factories are already creepy, but a toy factory adds another layer to it. Toys are supposed to be harmless. They are supposed to be nostalgic and safe. Horror loves taking that kind of comfort and making it deeply cursed. There are also different characters to choose from, each with their own skill set. That gives the game some strategy before the chaos really begins. Depending on who you pick, your team can approach the factory differently. There are also items available to buy in the main area, split into categories like general supplies, drugs, and equipment. These can massively help during runs, especially when things start going wrong. And we promise you that things will indeed go wrong. The game also has an upgrade system tied to gems. Gems are earned by surviving all 3 days and completing the quotas with extra value left over. If you want better gear, you cannot just scrape by. You need to push deeper into the factory all the way to the bottom floor. There are, however, some questions we have though. How much did Dollhouse Corp know before things went wrong? Were the toys always dangerous? Was the AI flawed from the start? Why is the company still operating like the factory is just a normal workplace with a few minor safety issues? And most importantly, why are we taking instructions from bunnies? Dollhouse of the Dead is creepy, strange, and honestly pretty funny in the way only a horror game about evil toys and corporate quotas can be. It takes a familiar co-op horror formula and gives it a toy factors twist, completely with AI gone wrong, suspicious bunnies, and a company that has never heard of workplace safety. Because the bunny wants its quota, and we apparently work here now. Now, I could keep talking about quotas, killer toys, and OSHA violations, but this is where I hand things over to Luna, who is going to take us to another job that somehow gets worse. So Luna, please explain why anyone agreed to this.
That's a fair question, because I do not know why anyone agrees to these jobs either. But speaking of games that can absolutely ruin your friendships, let's talk about Pacify. Pacify is an indie co-op horror game from Hitchcock Games that came out in 2019, and the premise sounds simple enough at first. You are a team working for the PAW Incorporated, a paranormal investigation company that sends you into cursed locations, has you figure out what's causing the problem, weaken it, and then bring it back to headquarters. Which is already insane because every single location in this game feels like something a normal company would look at and immediately say, actually, no, we're not touching that. But PAW is apparently built differently because their entire business model seems to be go inside, grab the nightmare, and try not to die on company time. She's hunting.
Let me go for that mirror or something.
She will appear if you say, don't make the wrong choice, or you will feel her breath in your...
This game has 4 maps, and each one has its own mechanics, which is what keeps Pacify from feeling like you are just doing the same thing over and over again. The core idea is always teamwork, but the way that each map handles that teamwork is different. You cannot really autopilot through everything. Every map finds a new way to make your team panic, split up, communicate horribly, and then blame each other when it all goes wrong.
No. Wait.
We need help.
The first map is the house, which is probably the classic Pacify experience. You are sent to investigate an old funeral home that has been abandoned since the 1890s. Your target is Amelia, a young girl tied to rituals that went horribly wrong, and your job is to weaken her enough for Pa to take her back. To do that, you have to burn 10 marked dolls in the furnace. Simple enough, except the dolls run from you, because apparently even the dolls have survival instincts. The furnace also acts like your respawn point, so keeping it going is not optional.
Touch the boiler.
If you let that go out, you are just volunteering for suffering.
What bone do you pick?
The only thing that calms Amelia down is a regular doll, and as you burn the marked dolls, she gets more and more violent. That's a core role in all the maps. The closer you are to winning, the harder it gets. By the time you are down to the last doll, she is in a constant rage, flying through the house, snatching people, and making it very clear that progress in this game comes with consequences. Zero mercy. Then we have the farm, and this one has absolutely no right to be as chaotic as it is. You are sent to bring back Karen, because of course she is named Karen, a farmer who has been taken over by an entity with an insatiable hunger. Your job is to feed her 10 poison chickens to make her sick enough to capture. That's the objective. Bonk chickens, poison them, and feed them to Karen. Absolutely ridiculous and very, very stressful. Meanwhile, Karen can eat regular unpoisoned chickens running around to keep her going. So if your team is not paying attention, you can accidentally make the situation worse while thinking you are helping.
A plain one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You took it from my hands, Lunar. I couldn't do anything.
If someone goes down, reviving them is not simple either. There is a windmill behind the graveyard, and you need a statue from the house to use it. Not only that, someone has to physically go in there and bring you back. So you have to manage the poison, the chickens, a very, very hungry monster, and a rescue operation all at the same time. Next is the woods, and this is probably the most layered map. You are sent to find Agnes Rose, a witch and former groundskeeper of an old estate. Multiple teams have gone in before you, and none of them have made it out, which really should have been a moment for Pa to reconsider everything. To weaken Agnes, you have to enchant 10 dolls. Each one needs 3 ingredients: Agnes's hair, a puppy dog's tail, and a doll from the graveyard. You also need shears to get the dolls and the tails. Then bring everything back to the cauldron, enchant the doll, and impale it on a wall. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I am still not emotionally personally okay with the puppy dog tail part, but moving on. The moment you head into the basement, Agnes becomes an active threat.
She's hunting. She's hunting.
Oh my.
So you're not just collecting ingredients, you are trying to craft cursed dolls while a witch is hunting you down. It's as calm and organized as it sounds. The big thing here is the roses you can find. Always keep a rose on you. If Agnes catches you, giving her a rose will temporarily calm her down and buy you a few seconds. The woods rewards teams that are fast, organized, and talking to each other. If you're not talking, it's gonna fall apart quickly. And then we have the dreaded Paw Corporation headquarters, a completely different beast. There is a power outage at the Paw headquarters, and the entities that you have been collecting are escaping their cells.
An entity is not contained. A holding cell is open. A holding cell does not have power.
So now you are managing batteries to keep everything contained while also dealing with Shag, an ogre who can break out at any time and chase you down. You have to blast him with a disruptor beam to take him down temporarily, but just when you think you have handled that problem, Agnes screams and revives him, so you have to do it all over again. This company collected a full horror lineup and then forgot how important electricity was. On top of that, marked dolls from the house map show up and have to be burned again. There are multiple entities, each requiring specific items to calm them down if they escape, and there is always something happening. Headquarters feels less like an investigation and more like walking into a corporate safety violation with monsters. I'm seeing a pattern in our gaming this month. Before we move on, there are 2 things about Pacify right now that are worth mentioning. The game is still being updated, which is impressive in itself for an indie horror title from 2019. They added an in-game voice chat with environmental and situational effects, and your character's mouths move when you talk. For a horror co-op, that's a really smart addition. Communication is already the backbone of Pacify, so making the voice chat feel like it belongs inside of the game adds another layer to the panic.
Did you burn one? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Just so you know, because you did that, she's gonna be angry all the time with no pacifying now.
Jump in the fire. Go jump in. Jump in.
It is one thing to yell at your friends in Discord, it is an entirely another thing when the game itself is messing with how you sound while everything is falling apart. Also, a brand new map is being teased, so this game is still going. We played this game with Data and our friend Kage, and let me tell you, this game tested us.
Oh my god.
Holding cell.
Just open and close your door.
Help! 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 He almost got me.
This game is chaotic, visceral, and hilarious in retrospect, but in the moment, Stressful does not even begin to cover it.
Go on. Go!
I don't want to.
Go!
I don't want to.
Get in there now.
Maggie! Let me in! I'm locked in! Get me out of here!
That is what Pacify does really well. Every map makes you relearn how to work as a team. The mechanics are different enough that you cannot just carry one strategy from map to map and expect it to work. But when it does click, Pacify turns into a friendship stress test. 4 maps, 4 different flavors of fear and frustration, and multiple endings on each one. So how it all shakes out depends entirely on what you and your team decide to do. And if you thought that sounded like a nightmare, just wait, because Sailor is about to take you somewhere that makes a haunted house look downright cozy. Good luck.
I mean, different people could think that Backrooms can be cozy. Anyways, do you like to cause your friends turmoil? What? Okay, wait, hold
Okay.
on. Okay,
Okay, one.
2, 3, go.
I got pushed over.
Wait, don't touch the chainsaw.
I'm going.
Do you want them mad at you for the foreseeable future? Behind, yep.
Oh, fuck.
Really? You also like failing at the same area repeatedly?
3, 2, 1, go. Look how smooth, Sailor. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, okay, that was real smooth, yeah. Then Chained in the Backrooms is definitely the game you want to play, especially if you are the friend who loves to cause the chaos. Me. Chained in the Backrooms is a fun little game on PC where you and up to 3 other friends are just cute, adorable little teddy bears that are chained together. But the main difference is you're stuck in the backrooms. And we all know how that goes. Happening. Wait, which? I can't be both in the middle, you two. What is happening?
Babe, Come this
Sneaky.
way. What is that?
Come, just come. Shh.
Stop it. You suck. I was.
That's you. Oh, that's you. You
Let's go.
stepped out right in front of her. You crazy.
Honestly, I'm glad there was a death counter on screen for this game to see how many times we all died.
Oh, what?
Oh.
What?
There may have been arguments about whose fault it was that we died.
Concentrate.
You fucking concentrate.
I am.
Random singing.
Ready? And I'm going. Woo.
Okay, woohoo! Oh. Wait, hold on. Almost there. Oh. Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, wait! Me making noises that sound like Donnie Thornsberry.
Wait, we got it.
Nope.
Brother, what? I flipped to the left. What do you mean?
Wait.
We got it.
Wait. Sailor sounds like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries when she tells you to go.
Don't ask. A lot of laughter.
Sailor, for fuck's sake.
Wait, I'm up. Hold on. I don't know how it worked, but it did. We're not gonna say anything. We're just gonna go with it.
Okay, we gotta beat each other's asses when we jump.
Just wait.
Come on, babe.
Just wait a second. I'm dying.
So much to the point that I was crying and Lunar developed abs. Okay.
No.
Oh, wait. Wait. We're here. No, we were. We were fine.
You didn't even make halfway.
My ass.
You didn't even make it halfway to the barrel, Sailor. We were there. My ass. Jesus Christ.
From my end, it looked like I was on the fucking barrel.
Hold on a sec.
I can't see. Hold on. Stop. I can't fucking see. I'm crying. Oh my god.
That's not hard.
And there was also many deaths. The game is a bit clunky, especially with the jumping feature. And when I say clunky, I mean sometimes it wanted to allow you to jump and sometimes it didn't. Wait, I'm on. No. Wait, oh.
I don't even get a chance to jump.
Wait, can we?
Why are you at? Who's outside the wall?
There were many times where we swore we jumped and you could just hear us spamming the space bar. But the bear actually didn't jump.
Oh my
I hit the fucking button. It didn't fucking register. Which added a level of not only frustration to the game, but also made us want to rage quit many times.
First, you go first, because I'm tired of leading. Sailor's letting me down. You go first, babe.
I'm not letting you get my fucking thing in there registering. I'm jumping.
Babe!
Just stand up another moment.
Another thing we weren't really fond of was we couldn't pull our friends up when they definitely fell. Or just carry on with the jumps when they were supposed to stop. Stop! Stop! We almost had it, guys. The one thing about this game, though, is it makes you want to carry on and beat the level to get to that next checkpoint. There is an indescribable feelings when you reach that checkpoint after failing over and over and over and over again. There were many times that we said, we're done. We can't do it anymore. But yet we just kept going back and saying, you know what? Just one more time. We'll get it. I know we will. There was a time when Data actually did quit because he just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm quitting.
Don't quit. We almost had it. We were so close. And then, so after that, and after some pep talk, the queens were able to advance onto at least 3 more levels after the first night. Now, the second night we played was a completely different experience. When we played the second night, we were dealing with a possessed, I don't know, I'd say she looked like a grandma, I guess, a spider with an attitude that dropped bombs on your head, and boxes that ascended into who knows where.
You looked up.
And that was the point where us and many other people rage quit. It was so difficult because of the clunkiness, and what we think was the main issue was the ping was so all over the place and so high. It caused a delay with the jumps. So when I would press the spacebar to jump, it oftentimes wouldn't register the jump, and you could imagine that became very frustrating when trying to jump from ledge to ledge, then box to box. I'm going to admit we probably spent a good hour trying to jump up the boxes, but then we realized it was pointless. And that's when we finally decided to call it there. After an hour of being stuck at the same exact spot and not being able to go up those damn boxes any further. When looking at the Steam page, you can see that the game at this point is basically a dead game. The developers haven't given any new updates, and people are asking, where are the developers? But it still seems that a lot of people are still having fun with it, even though it is a shorter game. There aren't any guides that I was able to really find online, so you and your friends are on your own to figure out exactly what you need to do to progress each level. As far as the horror aspect, I really feel that it significantly lacked. It honestly was as if the developers wanted to throw something together, and because the Backrooms is so popular, they just did that to hopefully gain some traction and have people play it. It was a bit disappointing that we weren't able to reach the end of the game, but the way it is, it was just too difficult, whether it be the ping level or the clunkiness of the game. Between the boxes, the platforms, the random worm with a weird ass face, and the screaming grandma, we quit. Would I recommend this game? I think the only way I could recommend this game is if you were playing with a group of friends and you needed a laugh, because although it was incredibly frustrating, it was also pretty funny. It's not ranked highly in our opinions, but the memories we created with this game will last with us forever. Oh my god, wait. We're fine. We're safe. Come on.
We're not safe!
Pull yourself!
Oh my god!
Okay, we're fine.
If you've enjoyed this video, you might even enjoy some of the other deep dives the Queens have done, like Silent Hill and even the beloved game series The Forest. And yes, have you heard, The Forest 3 is coming out. Before I go, I'd like to take this time to remind you about their podcast. All uploaded to Spotify and all your other favorite podcast aggregators. They even have a direct listen on the website screamqueensessions.com that also has links to other socials, or join the conversation on Discord where a great little community is forming. Thanks again for watching, and I guess they will see you in the next one.